All right, what is up, folks? Sean, the Average Angler, coming at you with a great video. Just came in from being out at the pool. Did a little testing with the worm, and we're gonna go over that. But first, I'm gonna introduce people to this technique. We'll go through the whole thing. So if you like this kind of content, you're new to the channel, or you just haven't subscribed yet, because there's a whole lot of you, hit that subscribe button right down there. Click the notification button. Don't miss any of the great content that we are providing here. All right, enough of the official stuff. Coffee. Gotta wake up. Okay. So what we have in the Nekorama, this is the worm that I used is the Nekorama. Okay, this is a 7-inch worm by Big Bite Baits. This was designed by none other than Drew Gill, commonly known as one of the best FFS guys on any circuit. And this is not for a swim bait, this is a worm. So if you watched the Bassmaster Classic, you also saw Easton Fothergill. He was Neko rigging a worm, fishing them high in the water column. So you can use a lot of different size weights for this. I have some here somewhere. Oh, right there. Okay, this is, oh boy, in Chinese. 0.9 grams. So I'll have to look and see what that translates to, but you see it's probably about a 1/2 inch long, tungsten nail weight, and you just simply, let me get it out of here. You'll see it right there. You just simply push it into the head of the worm, put on your wacky ring, and this one has these 2 spots for it, here and here. Those were designed as places to put your O-ring. Now this O-ring is a little on the big side for this, so I actually ordered some that would fit it better. But anyway, we were able to do the test. It held just fine in the middle of the egg sac there. And you don't have to use, this is where they suggest you do it between those 2 points. And then you need a hook. Here's the hook I used. It is an Owner Sniper Finesse 3/0. Okay, the Sniper Finesse is one you can use. You can also use something like the G Finesse. This hook is a little lighter wire than this one. You'll also see that this is a 1/0, this is a 3/0, and basically the size of the hook is essentially the same. Now you don't have to use the weed guard. The weed guard is something you want to use if you're throwing in or around cover. You can also use one without it and be just fine. Technically, if you don't need the weed guard, you could use something like the cover shot hook. Okay, just get the appropriate size that you need for the bait you're fishing and the cover you're fishing, and you are good to go. Now these nail weights come in a ton of different sizes. I mean a ton. And these happen to be tungsten. You don't have to get tungsten. You can get the lead ones. I like the cheap lead ones too. And I just break them off where I think the weight is right. So you can take the thin tungsten nail, break it off. They break really easy. Not the tungsten ones, the lead, sorry. And then you got your hook. This one's the weedless. Like I said, it's the Owner Sniper. And if you can see, looking down the hook, this is kind of curved. It's off center. So the point is pointed to this side of the hook eye. Okay, it's pointed more out here. So outside of the hook eye center. I believe they designed that for better hookup ratio. Okay, you take your worm with the weight side down and just, I put it in the plastic through the O-ring, and then that way the O-ring helps protect your worm so the worm doesn't get thrown. Hopefully it stays on there. Like I said, this one's a little loose, but that's what you have. Now I'm throwing this with 15-pound braid to a 10-pound Sunline Sniper leader, and this rod happens to be an iRod Air 731S. It is a medium light, 7'3", lots and lots of tip, okay? But it goes into lots and lots of backbone. Don't be fooled by a 731 medium light. And if you pick this up, it feels really bendy. But when you hook a 4 or 5 pound fish, you find out that it's got a lot more backbone than what you thought. So this is a great rod for throwing a Neko rig. Very sensitive, very light action, so you're not overworking the worm. And that's kind of a key thing. Okay, so let's take a look at the action of the worm in the pool. Really interesting stuff. Okay, we are back out here at the pool, and we are messing with a Nekorama from Big Bite Baits. And first thing you'll notice, really good action, but does not float. Okay, and I don't really know if they're supposed to. The action is really good. I think this bait is meant to be moved constantly, and if you want to keep it higher up, move it faster, you can see. And there's I think 30 seconds or 64th weight in this. And it has good action. I mean, it moves around good, it's got good action. And this was designed by Drew Gill, a MLF FFS expert, probably one of the best with it. So pretty cool action. You can see the pool helps you to try different techniques and stuff with it and understand the action. So let's go talk about it. Okay, so there you have it. Little surprising. For some reason, I kind of thought the tail might have some sort of flotation to it so that it helps stand the worm up some. I'm not really sure. The Neko Rig or Neco, whatever it's called, rig worms that I've used in the past haven't necessarily been floaters. But as you saw, when you continue to move it, it stands up and will just kind of hop across the bottom. If you let it go down, shake it a couple times, then pop it up, it tends to land nose down, tail up, and then you can shake it a little bit and get that thing moving around. So it appears to me that the best way to fish a Neko rig is to constantly be moving it. Now you can also fish this up in the water column by fishing a lighter weight. Now this one I believe is probably a bit heavier than what we really want. I have some really short tungsten ones. It's probably a little better for up higher in the water column. This weight is probably better for down on the bottom. So you just need to adjust around. The pool is a great tool, and I don't expect everybody to go out and buy one. That's why I'm making these videos, to show you some of the things and share with you so that you don't have to do that. Now I do want to try it with some floating worms, or worms that float, more buoyant, just because I want to see the difference in the action. And maybe there's a time and place for one over the other. Maybe just the shaky head with the floating type worm is the way to go. I don't know until we try it. Anyway, I'm Sean the Average Angler. Thanks for watching. Let me know your thoughts, and we'll see you on the next one.